have jinxed it, because is it playing the intro for you?
Yeah. Just played it.
It did play the intro. Well, there you go. You've jinxed it. As soon as you said that, you jinxed it. Anyway, it's episode 329 for the 18th of January. My name's Luke Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly, the Jinx.
Are we? Yeah, and we're now out of sync. I can tell because
we're
you
out of
got
sync.
that
I did
massive
jinx
pause. Yep, you did jinx it. Well done.
Brilliant, thank you.
Brilliant. Well done. Well, let's just do it now. We seem to be in sync. Nothing works. As soon as you said it, it immediately stopped working. If only.
I think I'm entitled to swear at the beginning of these podcasts that start like this.
Well, that's the problem, is if you swear it within the first 15 seconds, YouTube goes with the things. They still do that, apparently. So anyway,
well, what's your excuse then?
I don't know. Anyway, let's start with some housekeeping before we get started with the stories. Next week, I'm on vacation next week. I know it's a bizarre time to take a vacation, being the beginning of January, but we actually, for whatever reason, I'm not going to go into the details. It's the week that I managed to get off, and so we're going on a little vacation, myself and my wife. So that's next Sunday. So there will be no show next Sunday. We're going to be a literal no show next Sunday.
No solo show for me.
I know this is the first thing you're hearing, Miss Judy. Then the week that I get back, which is the 1st of February, we're going to do a show then, and then the week after that, you're also going to be away. So we're not going to have a show that week either. So that's two shows that we're going to miss this in the next 3 weeks.
But
so
it's my birthday. I've got a good excuse.
Exactly, and my excuse is that's the only time I've managed to book a holiday.
Exactly.
So, anyway, and I didn't even know I'd booked it. It was my wife that had booked it for me. So, and then she said, "Can you get time off work?" I'm like, "I think so."
Isn't it always the way?
Exactly. Yeah. So just a little bit of housekeeping. But other than that, how's your week been?
Very slow week.
Slow week.
Not a lot happening this week. But it was my wife's birthday, so we went out for
happy birthday, Evan.
Which was lovely. Yeah,
nice,
very nice. We had a great week, kind of few days. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if she enjoyed it, but I certainly enjoyed it.
So is that dry January? Oh, good grief!
Easy for you to say. You've not even been drinking.
I've not even drinking. No,
it's officially
completely
over.
Dead.
I've managed to talk her down. She was doing it really well as well, but I obviously wasn't. But she was doing really well. I was doing okay, but January's sober October's a better one to do. I think January's quite a depressing month, isn't it? You get nothing to look forward to. You just did Christmas. It's hard to get through January, without resorting to opening a bottle of wine or two. Some sort of substance abuse. I know it's terrible to say, but it's a sad. Yeah, so we had a few drinks last night, and obviously Evelyn hadn't had a drink for about almost 3 weeks. So, she kind of started. Well, I'm saying almost 3 weeks. What's this? The 16th.
It's the 18th.
Over 2 weeks anyway. So she was feeling it this morning, I have to say. As in a hangover.
Aye.
Oh, you filthy minds out there.
My what's it called again? Dry January is going great.
Well, you've been dry. You've been off it. You've been off it since when?
October.
September.
October last year. October. Yeah. October, November, December, and then a bit of January. So almost 4 months. Almost. Not quite.
That's good.
Closer to 3 months, to be honest.
Keith Richards said that he quit smoking, he quit drinking, and he said which one was the most difficult to quit, and he said drinking was the most difficult one to quit. Yeah. He said smoking was easy.
Yeah. I would have thought it'd be the other way around, because smoking is quite addictive. It's the nicotine.
It was still smacked up in heroin at the time when he said that, right enough. But that's another story. absolutely off his head. Do you know, I look at Keith Richards now. See, when I was younger, and you look at Keith Richards and you think to yourself, God, he looks like a zombie. How's he still alive? Now the age I am, I look at him and I'm like, doesn't look that bad. The older I get, like, he's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
In a kind of way,
Do you hope to be as cool looking when you're 125?
That kind of heroin chic kind of style. It keeps the weight off, doesn't it? At least, you know what I mean.
That's true.
What's it? Sort of the original Ozempic,
It was Bayer, whatever they're called. The the people that brought us aspirin, they also brought us heroin, because that's what
really?
It was a marketing. It was originally a marketing term for methamphetamine or whatever heroin is. Opium. That's it. Sorry. And so they came up with heroin so they could promote it. Of course, then opium was phased out and heroin was brought in as the name of the drug.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't know how we got to this, but there we are.
It never took on. It never took off though. In mainstream sort of.
What's that?
It never took off. Mainstream shops and things like that. So it's a shame that. Isn't it? It's very
no, I didn't. No. That's right. Yeah. Also, the Luftwaffe used to have completely off topic now, but the Luftwaffe used to get these things called pep pills, and it was basically methamphetamine. They would give the pilots and then send them up in the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, the Zero pilots got them as well.
Jeez.
So
scary. Scary.
Anyway, on that, shall we move to what's the tea?
Yeah.
Big news in the world of Star Wars. Kathleen Kennedy, who was the president of Star Wars, is no longer the president of Star Wars.
Woo!
And why is everyone so happy about this? And it's Dave Filoni and Lin-Wen Brennan, who are the co-presidents of Star Wars and of Lucasfilm now.
Right. Okay.
Thoughts?
Comments? What is your most annoying part of the fact that Kathleen Kennedy was president of Lucasfilm? I'll tell you what it is. I'm
not entirely sure if this is true or not, but studio meddling in the production of the films.
That's one thing. Mm-hmm. The other thing is announcing projects before they should have been announced, which is the number one thing that annoyed Star Wars fans, I think, about her.
Yeah, she's still doing it from beyond the job grave.
And I noticed that she'd commented about the fact that misogynistic, views ruined her time at Lucasfilm. But the fact was,
she was pushing somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah, well, there's that as well. But the fact was that she was pushing female characters in every single project that she did. You look at Rogue One, Jyn Erso, Ahsoka.
No,
Rey,
Ahsoka was
Skywalker.
Dave Filoni's. No, hold on. Let me just stop you there because I know you're going to sync.
But it's still under her thing.
He invented. Ahsoka Tano is from the Clone Wars, which was from Lucasfilm's, Lucas's era of Star Wars, and that to do with Kathleen Kennedy.
The Acolyte, another one. It was all female-led stuff.
You're complaining about these things, but you like those things.
No. I'm telling you that Star Wars. She was talking about Star Wars fans being misogynistic.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay, yeah.
I'm saying that she did push the female thing, to in most of the Star Wars projects. I'm not saying it's a bad. Pushing the female thing.
Pushing the female thing.
What kind of podcast is this, mate?
Pushing it where?
Pushing it up a hill, mate.
Up a hill. Like Sisyphus.
Like what? Syphilis? What?
Sisyphus. No, not syphilis. Sisyphus. Sisyphus, dear.
Oh dear. Oh God. I
I
need
can
to
see
put my
Sisyphus, but I can't see
earbud in,
purple
clearly.
burglar alarm. Well,
Well done. Yeah, so she, you can't say she never did that, but I mean, I did like those shows. I liked Ahsoka. I don't know if you liked it. I can't remember if you liked Ahsoka or not. Like bits of it, maybe.
I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest.
Acolyte Acolyte before it even was released, the Star Wars fans were kind of up in arms about. But listen,
Everything.
I enjoyed that show.
I did as well. I thought it was a bit of breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it did look like a TV show. I thought it looked the least cinematic out of all the shows, I reckon. It did look like MASH and Star Wars. Sort of.
Andor was definitely the most cinematic.
100%.
Because mainly because it's all practical effects, and sorry, that's not true. I mean, it wasn't all practical. It was obviously green screen to the side so they can mask it off and everything. But for the most part, the sets that the actors were on were physical sets. And I think I think you do get a better, you do get better out of the actors if they can physically see the world that they're in. I don't care. I know Lucas is going, oh, we'll fix it in post and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you need to have, like, you've seen the behind the scenes scene where it's hola
mon chico, David.
So you've seen the behind the scenes where they're doing the Attack of the Clones thing, where they get the stamps and they're all running through the conveyor belts and all that kind of stuff. And it's just stupidity.
Oh God, it's awful.
It's just green
That's
boxes
terrible.
and all that kind of stuff. It's like, what's going on here?
Like I was saying to you the other last podcast about that Star Wars documentary on YouTube that I've been watching, and it's like 4.5 hours long. It's brilliant. And Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones.
That's a better picture.
Can you imagine that? Somebody please.
An army. I think you'll find a clone.
He's quoting nerd facts to his enemies.
Did you know they gave
deep cuts, guys? Deep cuts. Anyway, but but she is the most successful producer in Hollywood, though, as well. Remember?
She is. Yeah.
With Steven Spielberg, she produced all that stuff.
With her ex-husband as well. What's his name? Miller. What's his name? I can't remember his name. It's not George Miller. Frank Miller.
If I had a sister, she would be called Sis Phyllis. Sis Phyllis. About the Sisyphus. Attack of the Scones. No, I'll pay for the scones. Jam, Margaret. Jam.
Do you prefer fruit scones or plain scones?
Oh no, I like a fruit scone. In fact, do you know what my actual preference is? A treacle scone. But God, try and get a treacle scone these days. Honestly, what a nightmare!
That's the woke police gone mad for you, Jody.
Try and get a treacle scone in this day and age.
Do you know what it is? It's the ban on sugary stuff. It's why you can't get it because it's too sugary.
Is it?
Look it up. It's true. No, I don't know why.
God, I used to get a scone every morning when I went to Paisley Uni, and the amount of butter the women used to put on it in Greg's was not phenomenal. I used to scrape half of it off. It was like ridiculous. She should be put in prison. That woman, unreal.
Maybe she'd a wee fancy for you.
A wee bit of extra butter.
Well, it's Judy. Here's the butter. Hello there. What's Tango Paisley? Oh dear.
There's David referring to how old we are again. Back in my day. Young lad.
Who would have thought we'd be sitting here drinking Ribena?
Aye.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Kennedy's not been very good with the old. Here's what's coming up in Star Wars because, but allegedly, so there's the hunt for Ben Solo things. It's kicked off again.
Aye,
Taika
saw that.
Waititi's thing. Apparently, she said that the script's finished and it's just ready to go.
Do you not think he's done in Hollywood just right now?
Taika
We've not
Waititi.
heard from him for ages. You know, the last Thor movie didn't do well.
He did
that Last Goal Wins or something, or First Team Wins.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, with Michael Fassbender.
Yes, that's right.
And Scarlett Johansson.
Was she in it?
Is that right? I think so.
I mean, he was riding high up until Jojo Rabbit, wasn't he? And then he did Thor, and then it seems still kind of going a little bit. Oh, he did the Time Bandits as well, and on I
did that on TV, and he also did
Apple TV.
What do you call it? What We Do in the Shadows, but I mean, I think he was the exec producer of that.
Aye. But he's been pretty
Elizabeth Moss, that's who's in it. It's not Scarlett Johansson, it's Elizabeth Moss. Don't know how to get them mixed up.
I mean, he was the golden child at one point, wasn't he? But I can't see him doing the Star Wars movie, to be honest with you. I did love that episode that he did for Mandalorian, though. You know, that was a belter.
That was good, yeah.
The speeder bike
with Jason Sudeikis punching the child.
Was it? It was the
Lasso himself. Yeah.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
It was a good episode, you know, but I don't know. I would like to see them do the tagging, but is it tagging Bink story? You know, it's like the two kind of sort of two characters. It's a comic book thing, and they appear in the kind of big moments of Star Wars, and it's kind of seen from their point of view type thing, and they seem to always crop up in the right moment at the right time type thing. I think if they did a movie,
type thing.
in fact, they do appear in the Solo movie in a deleted scene as well. That was the first time they're actually seen as.
So they don't appear.
Technically, no. but but I'd like to see Taika maybe have a go at that, because it's a kind of humorous take on you know, and it would be seeing things from a different point of view, you know, which would be interesting. Which from
a certain point of view.
I know James Peddy had spoke about that last year. You know, would have been interesting to see that. So yeah, I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah. So in the vein of Kennedy announcing projects that are absolutely gonna come. She says that Donald Glover's finished a script for the Lando movie, and it's gonna happen, but it's up to them whether they decide to make it happen or not. It's like, all right, okay.
I mean, it's like the old lady in that you know, as she's leaving, you know, it's like, right, time to go away and take your pills type thing. And she's leaving.
To flick the pin out of the grenade and throw it behind you.
Aye, it's like, you know, getting dragged out the door and, you know, slam your hand in the piano or whatever, you know, situation. It's like, oh yeah, you've still got these coming. Shut up, you know.
Yeah.
Stop telling us.
Do you want to know what she says?
Teasing us with stuff.
Do you want to know what she says about working with Ryan Wilson? Ryan Johnson, not Rainn Wilson. Rainn Wilson's Deutschroot from The Office. She said Lucasfilm enjoyed working with Ryan Wilson on Star Wars: The Last Jedi and hired him for a new trilogy. Johnson. Clearly not expected the sheer controversy the film would engender. As Kennedy notes, Johnson has been focused on the Knives Out franchise, which consumed a great deal of his time. I do believe he got spooked by the online negativity, she observed. I think Ryan made one of the best Star Wars movies. He's a brilliant filmmaker, and he got spooked. Good comment, Jody, on Last Jedi?
Well, obviously all those comments that I was going to Twitter worked. I was bombarding them with, you know.
That's right, yeah. It's mostly you. It's mostly negative comments from you, to be honest.
So, you know, you can thank me for that.
I'll tell you something. He's good at the mystery novel, the mystery book things, movies. That's the word I'm looking for.
Aye, but he's not so good at doing experimental, you know, situations in the middle of a Star Wars trilogy.
Set in a science fantasy world, yeah. Honestly, it's quite tricky for him. Joke. Yeah.
Don't get me going. Don't get me started.
Don't get him started. But yeah, so Filoni's out. Do you think it's in safer hands? So obviously, Filoni. Getting back to Filoni now, the Kennedy, because Kennedy's gone. We may as well not talk about her now. She's
gone. I know. She gone.
So
she gone.
She gone. So do you think that?
Girl. Get go. Sorry, I'm okay now.
You done?
Yeah.
Remember,
watching too many cowboy movies. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure she was one of the exec producers on Barty's Not Included, which is a great film.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Jim Cronin and Jessica Tandy, great movie.
Back to
anyway,
the Future and
Back to the Future, yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it was Jurassic Park as well. Because she was in with Amblin more than Lucasfilm in these things. She was very partnered with Frank Marshall. Frank Marshall, that's when I called him Miller. Frank Marshall and Steven Spielberg, they were like the buddies. They were in that cottage at the end of the lot in Universal. Yeah. So, do you think that it's a good idea splitting the responsibility? Because this is very similar to how DC's gone about it. So they've got Pete, whatever his name is, Sylvan. What's his name? I can't remember. The other half of the James Gunn bit.
Oh, Saffron.
The other guy. Saffron. That's him. Yeah. Aye. So they've split the business and the creative side, and that's kind of what they're going with giving Filoni full reign of the creative side. I think it's a good idea. I think it's not good to just be.
Aye.
Like Kennedy's good at. I think Kennedy's been great at organizing things. Like she can logistics and the sort of getting how to get a movie made. I think Kennedy's brilliant at doing those kinds of things. The creative side, though, I'm not entirely sure that she knows brilliant people and she falls in love with brilliant people. Like Rian Johnson is a brilliant director, and he's a great writer when he's doing the right things,
but not a great fit for Star Wars.
But not a great fit for Star Wars, and so she saw potential in him for the Star Wars franchise, and obviously it didn't work out. And then he both died.
Aye, and obviously as well the whole Solo debacle.
Make the movie twice.
Basically, that money that movie may have made more money if it hadn't had a double budget, because it was two movies in one. The Lord and Miller movie and the Ron Howard movie.
But I think
I'd love to see what the background of that was. We'll never know. But
flying them all, yeah. But I mean, the other part of that though is that the one movie that they would have made might have made them more money. But I think people didn't go and see it because they heard about all the background story and like, do I really need to see this movie? It sounds like it's going to be a train wreck.
Yeah, but I think you're right though about the fact it's two of them, because Filoni's obviously a creative guy. He's he's an unknown quantity as far as producing a movie company or whatever. Whereas I don't know who the girl is, but apparently she's got good. She's pretty well respected and stuff. So. Women,
I believe she's Kennedy's protege.
Right. Okay.
I think that's fine. If she's dealing with the business side, I think that Kennedy's great at the business side of things. Yeah. She's a studio exec. Is Kennedy, and she's not a creative type. It's the same as Seth Rogen in the studio. He's an executive guy. He gets the deals done and does all that kind of stuff behind the scenes. The stuff that you need to know how to do to make movies. But he's not the ideas guy, and so I think having an ideas guy and a business guy is a good way to go.
It's actually quite ideal in a way, because Dave Filoni is George Lucas's protege as well.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Yeah.
It's a win-win. Yeah. We just need to see.
Although it has been said that Filoni has said that Andor is not quite his cup of tea.
Yes. That's a bit worrying.
That's a bit worrying.
Yeah.
For two people who, although one of us didn't actually mention Andor in their roundup of favorite TV shows.
One of us forgot. One of us
forgot the greatest TV show ever made. Okay. Second season of Andor The first season I loved, and the second season just blew the first season out of the water for me.
I think
so good.
Just as a whole, that the whole, the 2 seasons plus the movie is just spectacular Star Wars.
And I don't want to get political, but remember the gore. That's all I'm saying.
Remember the gore.
Remember the gore. Anyway, so he's not a fan of the old Andor. He thinks it's too I don't know, he thinks it's too deep or something, or it doesn't fit in the Star Wars universe. I disagree.
Yeah, I think he's more about the lightsabers and the pew pew stuff rather than the sort of political stuff.
Yeah, But the thing is that Star Wars has always been political. I saw a discussion about this online, and I actually commented on it. I'm not really one for commenting online, like, you're wrong. But one guy said, he said, well, Star Wars has always been political, and another guy said, no, it hasn't. And I went on and said, well, actually, there's an interview that James Cameron does with George Lucas, and he talks about an analogy between the Viet Cong being the scrappy rebels and the Empire being the U.S. Army and the military and all that kind of stuff. And he said that's the kind of mindset I had when I was writing Star Wars. So Star Wars has always been politics. Think about the tariffs and the trade blockades and all that kind of stuff at the crawl of Phantom Menace. You're like, what the hell's
whether we like it or not?
Whether you like it or not.
Listen. Never mind
the politics.
Never mind the crawl at the start. At the end of the movie, I was like, what? It was all about. I walked away like going,
oh, we all did.
And then I watched it again. I kind of loved it for quite a while, though, or I wanted to love it. I did, and then I kind of the more I thought about it, it was still Star Wars though, which was good.
Yeah.
Which I can't say about Last Jedi.
That's right.
Battlestar Galactica. Anyway.
That's the original Battlestar theme, which was reused as the military theme. The not the military theme, but that doesn't matter. The army theme, I guess. The march, whatever it is. Somebody stop.
Somebody get the hook
out. So 28 days later, it was released this weekend. And it's currently doing 31 million worldwide.
Yeah, well, I bet the budget's, that's probably okay.
Commensurate with the budget, yeah.
I don't know what the last one did, but
I'm not sure.
I think we've spoken about this before, I know, but you didn't see the first one, did you?
No, and by the first one, you mean this is the first in the new trilogy. Sorry. So the first one was directed 28 years later is the official sequel to 28 days later, because it's 28 weeks later, which was done by a completely different team. Danny Boyle and Alex Garland were not involved in it. And I haven't seen it, and I was telling Sam about it and saying, how do they handle the continuity between 28 weeks later and 28 days later? And she said, Dad, it's a footnote. At the start, it's like the virus got as far as Europe, and then it retreated back to the.
It's a direct sequel to the first one.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because they basically just ignore the events that happen in 28 weeks later.
And to be honest, I'll be honest with you, you don't even need to watch the first movie. This is its own. I think this is its own thing, really. And the first one was dynamite. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah. And it's on Sky Cinema, Sloan, so there's no excuse for you to see it. It was really terrific. And James, Jimmy Baker, went to see it, and he said it was absolutely brilliant, the new one. So,
Yeah, Sam's just
but he does do that a lot, doesn't he? To be fair.
So Sam's just he's out of 28 years later, the Bone Temple, and she said it's great. The first 28 years later one did 151 million at the box office, and it only came out in June last year. It's only been out for 6 months, and they've got a new one out.
Yeah,
so that's pretty.
I hope this one does better then. But that one deserved better than that. God, it was really terrific. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. Really great.
Yeah. Talking of James's favorite movies of all time ever, His favorite comic, his favorite cartoon movie, Zootopia 2. It.
We should show that picture of him.
We should show
anyway,
that
we
picture.
won't.
We won't.
Slip through the whole thing.
We haven't cleared it, but there's a picture of James where he's lying like
in the cinema,
at the back of the theatre. Anyway, Zootopia 2 has now outpaced Inside Out 2 and is now the highest grossing animated film of all time.
Ever. Really?
Forever and ever? Yep.
Wow.
1.7 billion.
I know you've seen the new one. You've seen that one. You loved it. I've not seen it yet, but I did love the first one. Mm-hmm. I did love the first one.
I love the pairing of Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps. I think it's I think it's just really good. I love
who does the fox? Who does the not the fox? I know who does it. It's Jason Bateman. Who does the Judy the rabbit?
It's Jennifer Thingy.
Jennifer Thingy. Who's that then?
She was in Why Women Kill.
I don't know that one.
I do. It was a TV show.
Yeah.
Jennifer Goodwin. Jennifer with a G. Goodwin.
Jennifer Goodwin, Women That Kill. I don't know who she is.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find a picture for you.
I'm not saying it.
Of course, my internet's died. So
don't bother then.
So, anyway, you'd know what to see here. Avatar, though, David's favorite film in the last few months.
Is that true, David?
He was looking forward to it, and I said, "So how wasn't he?" He went, I think James loved it though, if I remember rightly.
Surprise! No, listen. I think it was probably good, but like I say, Evelyn's probably the one that would drag me to see that one, and she's not even spoke about it. Yeah, this time around. So
is she like a huge fan of the Avatar movies?
She's not a fan, but she does like them. She would definitely go and see it. But
it's made 1.3 billion at the box office.
It's not going to do numbers like the last one, though. I don't think, is it?
I think the goal is for every Avatar movie he has to make at least $2 billion because it costs like $1 billion to make and $1 billion to promote.
Does it need to make $2 billion? Really?
Yeah, I think it has to make $2 billion to clear everything. That's a lot of money for a movie. I mean, come on. I mean, that's a political campaign in America.
I was going to say, if you're promoting your movie that much with that amount of money backing behind you, any movie, any movie could be huge like that.
If you ram it right down their throats.
Exactly. Yeah.
to quote the manager of Spinal Tap. So 1.3 billion they've made so far, which is, it's been released. It's only been out for literally a month. It was the 19th of December. It's 3 hours and 17 minutes, though. 3 hours and 17 minutes stops me from going to see it. And honestly, there'd be a picture of me, like James, watching that. Like, at the back.
I'll tell you what, though. At least he's. I'm going to compare it to Rebel Moon, but at least James Cameron has a good script, and he can make, he's a world builder. Zack Snyder's a world builder, but he does not know how to write a script. Somebody, he needs to use somebody else's script. 100%.
Yeah.
Whereas Jimmy Cameron.
Yeah, I don't know.
What he's doing.
But we're sure that the Rebel Moon's dead, right? It's not coming back. It's not going to be like a zombie
dead.
moon or something coming back. Right? Okay.
No.
Because I've seen both those movies twice now for some reason. Did I not have to watch? Was there not a reason why I watched it again?
You didn't have to
because I didn't want to. I did.
They brought the adult version out. That's why.
No, you brought the adult version out, but I also had to watch it because. You hadn't watched it recently, or you had watched it recently, and you said it wasn't as bad as you remember it. And then I had to
What?
watch it again.
I never.
I'm sure there was a reason why I watched it more than you did. Because why would I do that to myself?
I don't even think I get through the second one. So no,
You mean the first one?
no, I got through the first one. I
there was
couldn't
two,
get through
wasn't
the
there?
second one, and I didn't watch the adult versions.
Right, I watched. No, there's only one adult version.
Or did they not do part 2 as an adult version?
Not yet. No.
Oh well, here's hoping. Fingers crossed. You'll be suckered right into that.
I have to for the podcast.
Here's my ticket. First in the queue.
One for Rebel Moon Part 2, please. One of those ones. There's your thumbnail. Matt Damon has said that Netflix. So him and Ben Affleck. I don't know if you heard it. There's a guy called Ben Affleck. He and Matt Damon are writing partners, and he's saying that the new movie they've got out, which is for Netflix. Netflix wants you to restate the plot 3 to 4 times in the dialogue because people are on their phones while they're watching TV. That's what Netflix says. Now,
Netflix
the question I've got is, how does Netflix know that I'm on my phone?
It's watching you. It's watching you.
Well, there's no cameras pointing at me, I don't think, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a Chinese TV, so maybe there is a webcam.
Hidden webcam looking at you.
Heading straight back to the PLA.
I'll be sitting there like that.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Pick my bum.
Popping your pick-me-up pills.
That's me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Matt Damon and Ben Affleck recently appeared in the Joe Rogan Experience. Oh, here we go.
Well, yeah,
to promote the new Netflix film, The Rip, and the long-term friends and collaborators shared their thoughts on how the streamer is changing the way movies are made. So it's a very different level of attention to a movie at home versus in a theater. They want to push the action set pieces towards the front of the runtime. So all your action's up at the front so that people get hooked and they keep watching the movie. He also said there's behind-the-scenes discussion about reiterating the plot 3 or 4 times to account for people being on their phones. The standard ways to make an action movie that we learned was usually have 3 set pieces, one in the first act, one in the second, one in the third. That would be the definition of 3. But,
is this what Netflix are saying that they should do?
So this is what Matt Damon is saying. That this is how you should write the guide they're given. Yeah. And to be honest, when you look at these movies, I mean, you look at like those Hallmark movies where girl from a small town has got a job in it as a high end whatever it is in New York, like an accountant or whatever it is, and she has to come back to her. She has to come back to her home or old town to do some big fancy deal for some real estate deal or whatever it is, and she meets the guy that she had a crush on when she was in high school, and blah blah blah. Second act they fall out of love, and then the third act they get back together again, and then live happily ever after. And she decides to stay there. It's exactly the same as every other Hallmark film. No matter what my wife will tell you, they are all exactly the same. It's all formulated. And I think that Disney MGM are doing the exact same thing for men with action movies. There you go. That's my conceit.
They shouldn't. If they're doing that, then we're just watching a repetitive, boring.
But it is. It's the same thing. There's a Dave Bautista thing, right? And it starts off smash bang, big action scene to start the movie. And he's this DEA agent, and he goes in with guns blazing to this thing, and then it cuts, and it's basically his son and the sons and daughters of his other DEA agents decide that they're going to go and do what their parents do and take down this drug cartel. So Dave Bautista's not even in it after the first 20 minutes. Like I don't know, because I only watched the first 20 minutes, and I'm like, not doing this. I want to see Dave Bautista. And so it's a completely different movie.
He's got a new one out with
Morena
Jason
Baccarin
Momoa
and Jason Momoa, yeah. on Disney on MGM, Amazon MGM.
Aye, it's going straight to Prime. Yeah,
Straight to streaming.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I hate a formulaic film. You know that. You know I don't.
I know
I
you
don't
do.
like a film. I like to be surprised.
Here's the thing.
I like-
These guys are movie stars and they're supposed to have movies on a big screen and all that kind of stuff. And they keep on talking about cinema's dead and everything. Maybe it is. Because they're basically making these made-for-TV movies. I mean, the A-Team used to do made-for-TV movies.
Yeah.
They just did two 45-minute episodes shoved together to give you the hour and a half.
I don't know. I think we're like I said before, cinema's been dying for a long time. But it's still hanging on. But movies are going to be dying if they keep doing these formulaic crap. On streaming.
Yeah. Anyway, so here's the funniest bit about the interview, though, is Matt Damon, who is, by the way, I genuinely believe this. Matt Damon is similar to Tom Cruise. He's all about making movies. He loves the whole process of making movies. He loves every part of making movies.
Yeah.
And all the milieu that goes along with that. But of course, he gets a wee bit close to what's actually happening behind the scenes. Affleck cuts in at one point and says, that's not the only formula they do. I mean, they did also do Adolescence, which was amazing. So he's like trying to keep on the same keep Netflix happy by saying it's not all shit. There are some things in there that are good. So
yeah. No, I agree with you. I think that when you look at when you watch that interview, you can tell they're both really, really into making movies and the kind of process and all that stuff. We have a question here from Paula. Paula, 1966. Does that say? I'm not with my glasses on. Hello, Paula. Welcome.
Hello.
Do you both think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? Well, that's been touted, hasn't it? That he's going to be in a Star Wars movie. I actually think that Keanu Reeves would be a great Sith Lord.
Is it not picking up the pieces or pieces of the past or something that's coming to Disney Plus, which is going to be Knights of the Old Republic characters? I'm going to put my hand up and say I've not played any of these, Paula. Sorry.
No, I've not played them either. In fact, the Knights of the Old Republic is getting remade. The game is getting remade completely. I think we're going to get a live action Knights of the Old Republic TV series, and Keanu Reeves would be a great pick. I think, and I think there's been a few people who've kind of done kind of fan stuff with that as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen stuff like that with Keanu in it.
Do you think he'd want to be in Star Wars? He's been in. He's been in
definitely
The Matrix.
I do. I think he's a better pick than having Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie. Ryan Gosling doesn't seem to fit for me, but Keanu does. For me, having midi sort of not too many lines, kind of brooding.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Trinity's already been in Star Wars. Carrie-Anne Moss.
God, how what a mistake was that, wasn't it? It's like the classic Star Wars. Bring in a brilliant actress, or an actor,
a ringer. That's what you're doing,
and then kill her off straight away. You're like,
yep.
What?
Yeah.
Everyone's looking forward to that, but Can we take a small, tiny wee break?
Yes. Let's take a small break.
Sorry, guys.
1 sec. We'll be right back.
Aye. And Paula, if you haven't done so, please subscribe.
When I just appeal into
Salesman
people
mode.
directly.
And would you like to buy a painting?
Would you also like or perhaps some memorabilia from the shop?
Yes.
Do you notice my on-air sign is now here?
It is on, yeah.
It's on air. It's all over anyway. We've got 0 people watching this, so I think what's happening is
all over.
Ant and Dec have now
It's
got a
all over.
podcast.
So that's why it's all over for us.
That's why it's all over, because Ant and Dec, and not only that, but they've decided that they're crashing. So they've been in the podcast game for 10 seconds, and they've already quoted controversy. After an insensitive podcast promo prompts backlash. Social media users characterized the opening shot of the clip showing a pair of feet dangling above the ground as invoking, I can't say the word, imagery, and was triggering to people.
Okay.
Because they're hanging from a clothesline.
So
they just showed the feet. They just showed the feet, kind of similar to the Jojo Rabbit scene.
All right, okay.
So people said that was triggering. So they've already quoted. What?
Why? Why are they showing? Why are they? Why? What? Wait, what? Why?
Why are they doing it?
Aye, why?
Why are they doing it from a clothesline? I don't know.
Why are they having people dangling feet from a clothes? I don't get it.
I don't understand myself. Hanging out with Ant. Okay, the podcast is called "Hanging Out with Ant and Dec."
Right, got it now.
And so they use a clothesline as the analogy for hanging out. Obviously, they can't use a bar because of reasons.
I don't know. The world's so sensitive these days.
Well, I mean,
be sensible. Be sort of pull yourself together. World.
Anyway, on the lighter side of this story, do you think that Ant or Dec? I'm not sure which one's. Which one's the one? Which one is Ant and which one's Dec? I never know.
Ant is the one with the large forehead and the dark hair. That's Ant.
Right. Okay. Do you think Dec uses special shampoo?
Why? What do you mean? What, for downstairs?
No, because I'm looking at a picture of him just now, and he's got very, very black hair.
Oh, look! I need to say that. Look. I can vouch he's a very good artist.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, Alistair.
Thanks, Alistair. Checks in the mail. He's got that kind of certain colouring that men of a certain age have that shouldn't have that colouring. Is it boot polish, is what I'm trying to say.
Aye.
Oh my God. Anyway, that joke died a death. Talking of dying, God, what a segue this is. Scott Adams, who did Dilbert, who you might not know of or care about, he passed away recently, aged 68. He had cancer, which he was a bit controversial in recent years because he was a big Trump supporter, which is unfortunate. But the books were good when he did the Dilbert books.
Okay,
it was all
now we're supposed to say we're really sorry he's dead now. Well,
I mean, it's a human, Yeah. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention him because it's Dilbert was a big part of my younger adult self.
I've heard of Dilbert, but I've never read it. I know of it.
I've got a Dilbert thing over there that dispenses M&Ms, and it still works.
In fact, that's probably why I know it.
Yeah,
I recognise it because I've seen it here.
Yeah, because he goes like that and dispenses M&Ms.
Does it? What does it?
Yeah. Makes a hell of a racket though. Goes as it dispenses the M&Ms.
Come on, you need to show us it.
1 second.
It's going to show us his Dilbert. Not many podcasts can say that. He's going to whip out his Dilbert. Show us it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Right, okay. Let me make me bigger and you disappear.
He's going to whip out his big Dilbert.
Whip it. There you go. Here's my Dilbert.
Oh, it's a big Dilbert, actually.
It is a big Dilbert. So that's him there. Electronic candy dispenser as sponsored by M&M. There you go. And so you put the M&Ms in the top of the monitor like that.
Yeah. Aye. Okay.
And why can't that? There you go. And then,
I see it.
and then you push the button down there, which is a little mouse button here.
Yeah.
And it should work, but I've got no batteries in it.
It does. It doesn't bloody work.
It doesn't work. But anyway, there's a wee post-it sticker there. I don't know if anyone can read that. If you can read that, comment below what it says.
I cannot read that.
I know, but if you can read it, comment below.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm going to test my
No,
eyesight.
don't read it out.
I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to test my eyesight. Oh,
put it away.
Too
late.
Don't trust.
How sad. Too bad. Never mind. Shall we do the old what you watching? What are you watching?
We watched Silence of the Lambs. That's
Silence of the Lambs
on Friday.
Okay.
Not seen it for ages. We started watching Nicholas Winding Ring, the director of Drive and Valhalla Rising, and things like that. And Bronson. It's his first film he ever made, and Mads Mikkelsen's in it. Very young, skinhead, and the lad from Killing Eve is in it, the kind of older chap, but he's young in this. And it is, the dialogue was extremely sexually graphic, and we had to switch it off. It was just brutal.
Oh, really?
Because I was watching it with Danny.
Oh dear.
It was actually his choice of movie because he likes Drive and he likes, Sean Bronson. But the dialogue in this movie was just...
What was the name of it again?
It's called Pusher. Purely for research.
Just curiosity more than anything. So was it Pusher?
Yeah.
Is that with a P?
It's on Prime as well. Okay, Prime. Right. Write that down.
Okay. Prime, is that also with a P?
Yes. So we had to put it off after 20 minutes. It was just getting pretty embarrassing. So we ended up watching Silence of the Lambs, which is obviously a great film and stuff.
And that's better.
Well,
what did he say to you?
And it was the bit where I can smell your
exactly. What did he say to you
next Tuesday? And I'm like, do you feel better now that we're watching this, dear?
Perhaps you can move your perspective mind.
Aye.
Dr. Lecter.
Aye, there's certain bits in that. And then Hannibal Lecter says, "What was it that the prisoner said to you?" And she repeats the line. And I'm like, that was the moment I went, happy now? We're watching this, yeah? Huh? So yeah, that was that. And we finished that Can You Keep a Secret, the Don French one, which was really good, really enjoyable. I really liked it. I thought it was great. Mark Heap as well, playing the usual character he always plays and things, kind of weird dad. And we watched Traitors, which has been fantastic. You need to get back into Traitors. I hear there's a new celebrity traitor. Well, I say it here. Evelyn told me. There's a new celebrity Traitors coming out with Danny Dyer's going to be in it. Which could be interesting. Yeah. Okay. And
he's just going to say, "Oh, I think you're a traitor."
Aye. Watch you, mate. I watched an old film by the guy that directed Napoleon Dynamite, and it's called Gentlemen Broncos. It's a bit of a deep cut for everybody out there. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it's got Sam Rockwell in it, and it's really good. It's really quirky, and you don't know where it's going to go. It's got the guy Jermaine, the guy from What We Do in the Shadows, Jermaine
Greer.
No, Clemens in it. So he plays this sci-fi writer. It's set in the kind of 90s or something, 80s or 90s. 90s, I think.
80s.
And he's a sci-fi writer. And he comes to school, and this kid writes sci-fi books. Sorry, and so the sci-fi writer's looking for ideas, and he steals the boy's manuscript for his book and puts it off as his own. But there's segues into the book as well, kind of thing, and that's when Sam Rockwell's in it, and it kind of does these kind of, it's like a B-movie versions of scenes from the book, and it's just it's really good. It's really good. It's not for everybody, but it's the kind of thing that tickles my fancy, you know. And we watch Girl Taken, I think it's called, on Paramount Plus. And it's got Alfie.
I also watched something on Paramount Plus.
Alfie Allen in it. I watched one episode. It's not too bad. And then the last thing we watched was a movie called Apartment 7A, I think. And it's oh god, what's her name from The Weapons, and you know, the wee girl, she was in Ozark, the young girl.
Oh anyway, yeah, she was in I herald your ending. I herald his
her.
Yeah, Julia Garner.
That's her. Yeah, Julia Garner. So it's like a retelling of Rosemary's Baby, basically, but it's a very, 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 very good remake. In fact, I don't want to spoil it. In fact, I won't. But it turns out it's not a remake. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Alistair is saying, I spoke to a lot of people about Napoleon Dynamite being funny. I got a lot of negative feedback. I thought it was hilarious. You need to watch that, Gentlemen Broncos, by the way, but it's hard to find. It's not really on streaming, so it was a kind of special website I found that streamed it. There you go. And you can't get. I looked for it in DVD and Blu-ray and everything. Can't seem to get it anywhere.
No.
So yeah. And it's me, baby.
All right. We wanted to watch a movie last week, so we all had a disagreement, and we ended up watching Are We There Yet? Can I advise you not to watch Are We There Yet? It's a terrible movie.
You don't need to advise me.
And then Sam and I were starved for some Harlan Corbin, because we got a kick out of watching those TV shows. And Sam stumbled on Wayward, which is about it's Toni Collette's in it, and it's written by I can't remember who the main protagonist is, but anyway, it's written by them, and it's about this those school camps that they send wayward children to. It's called Wayward, and it's on Netflix, and it's 8 episodes. I thought you didn't like it at all, but I thought
I didn't like it
really well, and because it's a mini series, it gave up as it was going, so it wasn't like Lost or anything where it just you get no answers until the last episode. This kept on giving you little bits and pieces of answers throughout it, so I really enjoyed it. We watched, and it's on the channel as well, so you go back and look at it. We did a watch party for Tron Aries, or as I like to call it, Tron Arse. James calls it Tron Ears. But I'm flummoxed as to why anybody thinks it's a good movie. But
I liked it.
Yeah. Keeping up with Fallout this week as well.
We've not.
Oh dear.
We're watching Westworld, actually.
Are you? Another Lisa joint.
Yeah. Yeah, we're watching Westworld.
We watched Sir Idris Elba in Hijack.
Yes.
He's back in Hijack.
He is, yeah. And he just got knighted, yeah. And I was enjoying it. It was good. It's kind of funny because there's a kid in it who was also in Invasion, and part of Invasion they get stuck in the Channel Tunnel, and the kid that doesn't like trains in this Hijack is the same guy, the same actor that plays him. So I'm like, I know why he doesn't like tunnels, because he was stuck in the tunnel with those aliens. But of course, it obviously didn't matter. That was my head canon for that. 2 Apple shows as well. Maybe I done that on purpose.
Maybe it did, yeah. Maybe they were thinking the same lines as me. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. And then the last like 2 minutes of it. I'm like, oh man, I'm in. This is awesome.
Hijack.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
hooked.
yeah.
I'm like, all right.
No, we will be watching that this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first one.
And then Starfleet Academy came out this week on Paramount Plus. And I thought, you know what, I'll watch it. And I watched the first episode and I thought, it's not that bad. It's all right. Maybe I'm getting a bit sweet in old age or something. I don't know, but I quite enjoyed it. I watched the second episode as well.
I didn't know anything about this, right? But I saw a trailer for it and I was like, oh, this looks a bit like Star Trek. Not knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, obviously, it said Starfleet Academy and all that, blah, blah, blah. I was like, that looks pretty bloody good.
I think it's Paramount's version of the Orville, is what I think it is.
That's what I thought it was at first.
Yeah,
the Orville,
because it's quite contemporary. A lot of the jokes are quite contemporary, and there's a lot of humor in it, and it's pretty well written. Like the humor's not kind of grown type stuff. There's so the humor's pretty good in there. There's a couple of slapstick bits and things like that, but sometimes it goes, dare I say it goes a bit Police Academy sometimes.
Which is off it now.
No, there's nothing wrong with Police Academy. Those 7 films are classics.
I know, but mixing that with Star Trek.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying. Tell you what, watch the first episode, see what you think. Paul Giamatti's in it as well. He plays the bad guy.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Paul Giamatti's good in it. Holly Hunter plays. It's the same race as Carol Kane plays. It's like Lenothian or something. I can't remember what the name is. But she's only like half that. So she lives for like centuries. So she's been long lived. And Holly Hunter's great in it. But the race is quite quirky. And so she's got quite a quirky characteristic. Like she wears, you can get your eyes corrected, but she still wears glasses in the 29th century, whatever this is. It's set way after events in there. And it follows on, though, from events that happened in Discovery, which is fine because they explain what happened. Basically, all the dilithium crystals blew up, the Federation dissolved, and this is them rebuilding the Federation. And this is the first start of this. Just setting the scene for you. Anyway, so it's good. I'm not entirely sure I like the new ship design either, but that's modern Trek for you. They like to have their big, crazy, fancy ships, which you're going like, and how much did this cost? So, it's quite expensive, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed. I watched the second episode and I thought that was really good as well. They had a Betazoid delegation come in. There was, obviously kind of very Star Trek-y type stuff happening in it, but it was good. I'm enjoying. I'll tune in next week and we'll continue the Star Trek saga.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all the news that fits print. I still want to give a big shout out to Tract. We're not sponsored at all by them, but they give you you can get like a little history. I mean, you can use Letterboxd, and a pen and a bit of paper will do just as good. But it's quite nice to have. I don't know if you can see that there, but you can see all your history of all the things you've watched.
Yeah.
So it's quite handy to have it. There's a little checkbox when you watch something, and it keeps you honest, like saying, "Oh, don't forget tomorrow there's another episode of Star Trek coming out," or whatever show you're watching. So it keeps tracking what you're watching, which is good.
Nice.
But yeah, if you want time reminders on when we put something new up, don't forget to. Let's do that one first. Smash the like button and share as well on social media. It really does help the channel. It costs you nothing. We don't ask for any money or anything or any favors. Yeah, if you want to send us £100, that'd be great. But we don't ask for any money.
Or £200.
If you wouldn't mind, Governor, smashing the old like button and sharing on social media. And if you want time reminders when we put something new up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell, again, for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And I think there's a hype button as well. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the old hype button, that'd be super awesome as well. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your comments. It was lively.
Excellent. Very lively.
This evening. So thank you again, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.